Hi and welcome to the Malat Cookery channel. So the family meal for this evening is chicken with barbecue pork and mushroom. Okay, so this is a Chinese restaurant recipe given to me by a customer of Malat, which is my wife's restaurant seasonings business. It involves using char siu pork or barbecue pork. I made that earlier today. I've done a separate video for that. So at the end of this video, I'll put a link to that particular video if you want to watch that as well. As usual, I'm going to show the ingredients that we're going to use for this recipe, but I'll also put a full list of the ingredients at the end of the video and the quantities for 2 people. You can stop the video, screenshot that list and print it off if you like. So what I'll do with the ingredients, I'll split them in 2. So this is the ingredients that I'm using for the sauce, and then the second batch will be the actual ingredients for the main dish. So I've got some water. In here I've got half a teaspoon of MSG and a teaspoon of sugar. Going to be using some oyster sauce, some light soy sauce, some dark soy sauce, some dry white wine and some corn flour. Right, so the main ingredients for the dish, I've got some chicken breast fillet which I've sliced. Now in this bowl there's also 1 teaspoon of corn flour with a little water added, and that just tenderizes the chicken, makes it really soft when we cook it. I've got some of this delicious char siu pork, so some slices of that, or barbecue pork. I've got a couple of large leaves of pak choy, which I've washed and sliced. In this dish, I've got some bell pepper, and I've also got a couple of spring onions, which I've cut into large pieces. Got some butter mushrooms, which I've quartered, and we're also going to need some vegetable oil for cooking. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook the chicken. So before my wife started this restaurant seasonings business and I had access to the Chinese chefs in the kitchen, I always used to fry the chicken, and I wondered why it was a lot tougher than the meals you get in either the restaurant or the takeaway. What they do, or what I've seen anyway, is they either cook the chicken in simmering water or they actually almost deep fry the chicken. This is my preferred method. And together with the corn flour that's been added to the chicken, just makes the chicken so soft. So got some simmering water. I'm just going to cook this chicken for about 5 minutes. It's cooked very thin anyway, so it's going to be cooked through well within that time. Okay, so that's the chicken cooked. I'm going to turn the gas out just for now. So I'm going to rinse this or drain this chicken in a colander or a sieve, and then I'm going to rinse it under water just to get rid of any corn flour residue. Put it to one side and then we'll start on the rest of the meal. Right, so I've just wiped the wok out. We've got a little bit of vegetable oil now in the wok. This is a well seasoned wok, but I'm just making sure that we've got a good coating of oil on the sides of the wok. Let it heat up a little bit more now, and then I'm going to pour off any residue. I don't want this meal to be too greasy. Again, in the past I used to use far too much oil. Right, so we need to get this wok nice and hot. So we're dealing with a lot less heat in a domestic kitchen than you would do in a takeaway or a restaurant commercial kitchen. So the cooking style is different to what you see when you see professional Chinese chefs cook in a commercial kitchen. And I mentioned this in a lot of videos. So the first thing that goes in is the bell pepper and the spring onion. And what we're going to do now, instead of sort of tossing this around and looking the part, because we're dealing with a lot less energy when it comes to the gas that's available to us on a domestic hob, we're going to leave the actual vegetables in contact with the wok a lot longer than you would do, or you would see a Chinese chef do. So 20 or 30 seconds, If you've got obviously more product than this in the wok, then you just use the back of the wok, just the back of the ladle, just to push it out. And this is where you get that wok hay, that, you know, more than 50% of the flavour from Chinese food actually comes from the wok. As I say, in the past I used to try and replicate what you see on videos with commercial chefs, and what would happen is I wouldn't get that wok hay flavour. The food would be raw, and also I'd overload the wok, so I'd put far too much stuff in the wok and I'd end up just with stews, not realising that obviously we're dealing with a lot less heat, a lot less energy. So I'm going to cook this through for a couple of minutes. Again, every 30 seconds, just going to turn it over and then leave this the peppers and the spring onion to be in contact with that wok surface. Right, so I'm just going to reserve this to one side, because we need the wok really hot for the mushrooms. Just going to put a little bit more oil in there, and then drain off any excess. So again, nice and hot for the mushrooms. We want the mushrooms to start leaching out a little bit of moisture from them, and we want to retain that moisture. That's where that deep mushroom taste comes from in Chinese cooking. So same technique as before, just going to make sure that the mushrooms are in contact with that wok, and every 30 seconds. I know it sounds repetitive, but this is how I do it now to make sure that I get that takeaway and restaurant flavour in the food. So these will take, they won't take long, 3 minutes or less, and again every 30 seconds I'm just going to turn them over. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but there's some moisture coming out of the mushrooms now. So I'm going to leave the mushrooms in the wok and add the pak choy. I want everything to get that mushroom flavour. Again, same boring technique as before. Right, so I'm going to put so that took about 3 minutes again. I'm going to put the bell pepper and spring onion back in. Just get the wok back up to temperature. The pork and the chicken are already cooked, so we're just really making sure they're heated through properly. We don't want to actually overcook the chicken or the pork because it'll just dry out. So a couple of minutes now, and then we'll add the pork and the chicken. Right, so in goes the chicken. And our pork. We'll turn the heat down slightly. We're just going to combine all this and obviously make sure that that pork and chicken is heated thoroughly before we add any sauce. Right, I've added all of the sauce ingredients together just to make it a lot easier. So I'm just going to put the sauce in a little bit at a time, just until we've got enough. I normally mix more sauce than I need because I can place it into a bottle in the fridge and it will keep for a week or so. So we get to do this again. Because of the corn flour in the sauce, this will thicken up nicely. Just a little bit more sauce. We do like probably more sauce than most in Chinese dishes. But that looks about right now, so I'm going to let this sauce thicken up Everything's heated through thoroughly. I'm going to be serving this with just a basic egg fried rice. I've already done recipes on that quite recently, so please check that out as well on the Malat cookery channel. And that's it. Right, well there you go, chicken with barbecue pork and mushroom. As I said at the start of the video, I will put a link to the char siu pork recipe which I've just done. Please subscribe to the channel, and as usual, if you've enjoyed this particular video, hit that like button. Thank you very much for watching.